This is Talking Divorce After Wife. I read real letters from men dealing with breakups, betrayal, and divorce. And I give you my honest take on what to do next. Here's today's letter from Mark. I'm 42. My girlfriend is 38. We've been together for 12 years. We're not married and we don't have any kids, but we did buy a house together. We also work at the same company. A few months ago, I started feeling like something was off. She was distant, she was protective of her phone, and I tried to brush it off, but I just couldn't shake that feeling. One night, she left her phone unlocked, and it was sitting on the kitchen counter. I looked. I know probably that's not the right thing to do, but what I found confirmed everything for me. I saw texts, I saw photos, and months of messages with another guy. When I confronted her, she denied it. Then she said it wasn't serious. Then she said I was overreacting. And I showed her the messages, and she was still minimizing everything. I tell you, I am crushed right now. 12 years feels like a marriage without the paperwork. We have a house. We see each other daily at work. I just don't know whether to try to fix this or walk away. Part of me doesn't want to throw away just 12 years of a relationship. The other part of me feels like I'll never look at her the same way again. What would you do? Well, I tell you, Mark, a lot of men are going to recognize that same sinking feeling in their stomach. You know, 12 years isn't casual. It's a shared life that you have so far. You didn't catch a one night stand, a lapse in judgment. You uncovered months of deception. And that part, those mistakes were worse than just cheating. It's the denial. It's the denial after being confronted. The first point I saw was cheating is one problem, the lying is another. If she had come to you and confessed, that's one situation. You didn't get that though. You had suspicions, you found evidence, and then she denied it. She then minimized it. And that tells you something important. That wasn't just a mistake. She didn't feel guilty about that. That was something she planned and she protected and she hid from you. And when she was exposed, she defended herself. She didn't own up to it, because trust doesn't collapse only because, of the affair. It collapses because of the sustained dishonesty. The other thing I saw was, 12 years creates an attachment. It's not obligation that you're struggling because you're weak. You're struggling because 12 years builds a routine. It builds your identity in that relationship. You have shared memories. You guys have plans for the future. But the time invested is not a reason to stay in something if it's broken. A lot of men confuse we've been together a long time. They confuse that with I have to save this. The length of the relationship doesn't automatically equal the quality of the relationship. The other thing is, can it be rebuilt? It can, but it has to be under strict guidelines and conditions. It requires her to fully admit what she did. She can't minimize it. She has to immediately end the contact with the other guy. And transparency with devices and communication is a must because there has to be a willingness to go to counseling and real remorse on her part. Because if she's still denying or downplaying it after you showed proof, that's not remorse. That's just damage control. That's her trying to justify it. And you can't rebuild trust with someone who's still trying to lie to you. The house and the workplace, that's where you really have to stay calm at. You have to be careful. You own that property together. You work at that same company. That means, you have to separate your emotions from that part of it. I would get clear legal position regarding the home, where you stand in it. Protect your finances and your assets. You have to keep your behavior at work, though, separate too. Don't let the personal issues spill into your job. Handle the business side. It's like it's a contract problem. You got to handle it without that emotion, because it can cause you to lose your job and other things, because we never come out of it ahead when it comes to those things, especially at work. So be very, very careful of that. Very careful. Now, the real question you asked is whether you should leave or you should try to make it work. Now, here's the harder question. If nothing changed, if she continued minimizing and denying, could you live peacefully with, in that type of relationship? If the answer is no, you already know something important. You don't stay because you're afraid of losing time and the partner. You stay only if you can trust her and realistically that relationship can be rebuilt. The burden isn't upon you to prove her loyalty. It's on her. She has to prove accountability and trust again, because you have to be able to trust her. You also, on that same thing, if you do go back to her, you have to be able to work through it and forgive it. You can't keep bringing it up. That is not fair. If she puts it behind her and you put it behind her, it has to be forgotten. But that's your choice. You're the one that has to make that, because when you do, you have to live with that. And finally, I know you're crushed. I know you're crushed emotionally and you're tired physically. You committed deeply to her. But that doesn't make you foolish. It just means you took that relationship seriously. Now you need clarity on what you're going to do. And you need that more than just emotional comfort. You need to figure out in your mind, should I stay or should I let this relationship go? None of us can answer that. That's something you have to reach down deep inside of you and figure out what you want to do. Many of us will say, oh, I would leave her, or I would give her another chance. It's what you want to do. But do it not in the state of emotion. Do it rationally, how you feel, what you want, and then commit to it. Guys, if you found months of proof that your partner was cheating and she denied it, would you try to rebuild that relationship? Or would that be the line in the sand? Because it's something that I think people can learn from, And if you feel like you have a problem or a situation like this, or something that you would like discussed, drop me an email at talkingdivorceafterwife@yahoo.com. I'll put your situation into a video like this so we can all discuss it. We can learn from it. We can add to it, because that's what we're here for. We're here to bring ourselves out of those dark places and rebuild ourselves after something like this happens. And if you'd like something to go deeper into rebuilding your whole life, such as physically, mentally, travel, romantically, I do that on my main channel, A Life After Wife. If it's something you would like to look at, take a look. No pressure. Because you know what? Your life isn't over. But your next move needs to come from strength and not the shock of what's going on. So until the next one.